Hello, you guys. I promised you that I would answer some questions because Stephen and I talked so much on the Change Your Thought Today Facebook Live. So that was from January 10th. So those of you who were on, fear not. We always keep our word. And we said we would give you the answers to your questions, and I'm going to do that right now in this little video. So let me see. We're going to start with Laura. How do you handle toxic people and get them out of your life without so much guilt, even friends that you've had for several years? Part of it, Laura, is you have to look at the content of your guilt. You have a downloaded blueprint around guilt as well, right? Just like we have around love, where saying no to someone or rejecting someone, even if it's the best thing for you to do for yourself, makes you feel guilty. So the first thing is try to unpack, why do you feel guilty? What is it about saying no, taking care of yourself, that makes you feel like you shouldn't do it, that it's the wrong thing to do? And what is it that you feel? You feel like you're being selfish, you feel like you're afraid people will be mad at you. So that's the next step for you, Laura, is trying to understand what guilt really is. Because as Janie Cole, my mother, would tell you, that unless you've actually really done something wrong, it's pretty much a wasted emotion. So let's stop wasting it. You know what I mean? All right, next one, Betsy. If you've done a lot of this work, how do you stay focused on positive things during the dating process? Meaning meeting lots of people, but not the one yet. Part of it, Betsy, is see it as an adventure. Really try to see every date, every interaction as people sort of giving you, you're prepping for the one. You learn something about yourself. Just give you an opportunity to dress up, feel nice about yourself, and put on some lipstick. You know, so I know what you're saying, but you have to enjoy the journey. So figure out in the dating world how to enjoy the journey, having faith that your right and perfect person is on their way to you right now. Just keep your love light shining bright by taking care of yourself, drawing good boundaries, positive self-language, lots of self-love. Okay? Joanne, hanging on to old love for many, many years, even after he's moved on, right after divorce. Therapy since over 10 years, troubled childhood, so positive in 20s. So Joanne is looking for the positivity that she had in her 20s back, and that she's hanging on to someone who it feels like she shouldn't be. Part of it is you have to look at what you're afraid of. Why are you afraid to let this person go? It sounds like it's not the right relationship for you. So you have to ask yourself some maybe hard questions about why you're staying in a situation that down deep you know is not the right situation for you, right? That's the beginning of you being able to change it, is because you're afraid to be alone. That's what it sounds like to me, or part of it. It's like you have to allow yourself to be alone and realize it's actually pretty great. So give yourself a chance. It's okay to be afraid and do it anyway. You know, the fear stops you, but don't let it stop you. Just keep going through. But ask yourself why you're afraid. And think about the things in your 20s, how you were positive, and try to get them back. Do some of those things that used to make you feel alive and happy to be in the world, no matter what your age is, you know? Okay, next, Randall. I want to know more about the following, Terri, please. I listen to every video you put out here, and I like thumbs up all your posting Facebook. I share them too. You're amazing, man. Oh, thanks. So follow me. If that's what you're saying, you want to know more about it, please do. I love it. I'm not sure if you're saying you're familiar with Steven's stuff or you're familiar with my stuff, but right on, Randall. I'm happy that you are. All right, Rebecca. I've seen this pattern with him at different stages in our relationship, so it can't be my imagination. Oh, since it's not live, I'm not sure what the pattern is you're referring to. So it can't be your imagination. I can't speak to that, you know, Rebecca. I'm not sure. So if you say more and send it to Maria or Steven, I promise I'll answer. So just try to flush that out, because none of us realized at the time that we weren't going to be hitting the Q&A because of there was a little technical glitch that we couldn't actually see the Q&A until now. So, but fear not. Send in your question and I promise I will get to it. Anne, there was an aha moment for me regarding my father. So thank you. What is the group? The group, right under this video, those guys will have a link for you, and Steven's been sharing the link. So It's my group, but through Stephen's link is how you have to go, because then we invite you to the private Facebook group. It's women only, and it's the waiting list for the Real Love Revolution, which is my course that is not open yet, so you can't purchase it yet. But we're getting a private Facebook group together that already has almost 1,800 women in it. I'm just talking about all of these things, about how to get healthier, and I'm guiding women through the process of getting healthier. And then there will be an opportunity to purchase the course if you want to, and all that information will be made available on January 17th. The course does not start until February 1st. So Stephen has a link for all of the free goodies for women that I'm giving away right now, and I am sure that Maria will put it right underneath this little video. So I'm excited that you're interested in the group, Ann. Abby, all my ex played with me. I'm attracting those types of men. How to attract the right one. Understand your downloaded blueprint, Abby. You have to ask the questions. The men that you're attracting, who do they remind you of? Where have you felt like this before? Why is this dynamic familiar to you? And these are all the things that we're talking about in this Facebook group, is what are the empowered questions to ask yourself so you can stop repeating unsatisfying love relationships. So I bet if you thought about the men that you've been attracting, you would be able to identify what they had in common and who they reminded you of. And I'm going to guess it's one of your parents. Sorry, wow, that tea is hot as heck. And once you know that, then you can start to consciously bring up into your mind the kind of person you want to be attracted to, not just who you are attracted to because you have these downloaded blueprints from childhood. I think that makes sense. I hope it does. Joanne, is it possible to change dynamics in a relationship over 20 years by just changing the way you think? No, it is not. It is possible to change a dynamic in a relationship that you've been in for over 20 years if you change the way you think and your behavior, right? So every relationship is a dance. So if you change the dance, your partner, 20 years, 40 years, 100 years, will have to change their steps. And I can't promise you what the outcome will be, but I do promise you that if you want something different, you must do something different. You'll change the dance. In the beginning, he'll resist and be pissed and question it and whatever. But if you just stay the course, like, hey, no, I'm not doing this anymore. The kids are not here anymore, and I'm not going to be the only person doing all the chores, or whatever it is that you want to change the dynamic. And you just stay the course, and he will come around. Something will change because he can't stay the same. He can't do the same dance if you change your dance steps. Does that make sense? Okay, but that was a great question. Nina, how do you find closure for things or people that have hurt you in your life and move on from past fears as well? You have to process those pains. You have to honor them. So if there are people that you're pissed at, that you're mad at, that have hurt you, you have to write a letter to those people. You don't have to send it. You can send it, but you don't need to. If you wrote an unedited letter of like, Dear Joe Blow, or whoever it is, you really, really hurt my feelings. I don't care how long ago it was either, because if it's still bothering you, then it's still informing your decisions and your behavior right now. So write him a letter and then have a trusted friend just witness the letter for you, not give you any insight, not give you any input, no advice. We don't need that. You just need a compassionate other witness the letter, and then you can burn the letter up into the universe and get it out of your system and say, I'm so happy and grateful now. I am free from that experience and all experiences that look like that experience, right? All future experiences that would feel as crappy as that. And so it is. So do a little burn ritual and see how you feel. But you have to honor them. You can't just wish them away or will them away. You have to talk about them and witness them and allow yourself to feel those feelings kind of one last time so you can then release them. Okay, Amy, I'm learning to love myself so that I can find that love I deserve. I'm having issues because I love to love, but not sure I'm finding the love I really want. How do you know you are truly in love with a person? I know the love I have for my kids is a real love, but I don't know how to separate that love from my love for a man. Well, Amy, you can think about how you feel when you're with the man. Are you able to be yourself? Are you showing your authentic self, or are you kind of playing a role? Because if you're really being authentic, the same way that you authentically love your children, you will know, you won't question how you feel about a person. And if you do question it, it makes me think that either you're not fully being authentically yourself, that you're concerned about what they think about things and wanting to say and do the right things. Because I'm telling you, if you're authentically being yourself and you fall in love with someone, you'll know it. Like, and I don't mean like it's magic, because you guys know that my tagline is, it's not magic, it's psychology. But your body tells you. And it's not just the feelings of lust or desire or those butterflies. It's different. It's a different feeling of being compelled towards someone in a way that's completely undeniable, and not in the fast way where you meet someone and on the second date they're like, I love you, let's get married. Like, that makes me nervous, you know. It's usually a slow burn if it's healthy, but it's undeniable what you're feeling. So if you're questioning it, I would say look at working more on the self-love stuff. Please, you ladies who are here, and I love all you guys too, but all the ladies, hello, go to Stephen's link and join my group. It's all free right now. Yes, when the course comes on, you will have to pay for it. And I'll give you all those details after the 17th. But in the meantime, the amount of free material that I'm giving away in this free group, many of you, that will be enough. You wouldn't have to take the course. Not that I don't want you to, but you get the point. Like, there's a lot there. And I want to add value to your lives so much. That is the truth. You guys are it for me. What I care about is you having real love in your life, starting with real self-love. So that's my answer for Amy. And Karina, why do I choose men that are emotionally unavailable? Oh, Karina, I'm going to guess that, like me, you're attracting men who are emotionally unavailable because one of your parents was emotionally unavailable. For me, it was my father who was emotionally unavailable. You? All right, I'm not live right now, so I can't ask you a question, but you get the point. It's somebody in your life. And when you can unpack that relationship, and for me, I had to figure out how sad and disappointed I was that my father was emotionally unavailable. And I was really bummed out about it. I really wanted it to be like a daddy's little girl, and it just did not happen. So I only stopped attracting unavailable men when I understood that it was the little kid in me who was looking for a do-over, but that's not how it works. So we have to process that unsolved, that unprocessed material, that unconscious stuff that's down here, and look at your relationship with your father, and look at your parents' relationship and your parents' marriage and whoever raised you, and understand the model of love that got downloaded into your unconscious mind, so that we can get it up and into the main part of the house, or your conscious mind, so that you can willfully, mindfully change it, so that you can attract juicy, vibrant, healthy, long-lasting, amazing, passionate love in your life. So I hope this was helpful. Please, all of you, go to the link. I know that those guys have put it up. I can't wait to see you in the private Facebook group. And men, don't feel too slighted, because I am creating a course just for you so that you can have real, amazing love in your life as well. And for the rest of you guys, I think Stephen and I are going to be doing another show for you within the next week or so. So another Change Your Thought Today Facebook Live. And I can't wait to see you there. So again, this is Terri Cole from The Real Love Revolution, and I will see all of you soon. Bye.